Lumberjack basketball.
There's the three. Greer comes in, takes the shot. Good. High game. Graham, yes, Harry Graham for three. Lumberjack takes a 5-point lead now.
Your home for Lumberjack basketball all season long is KOFE 1240 AM. Now with the countdown to tip-off, here's Tim Parrish.
Lumberjack fans, Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as we get set for Lumberjack girls basketball here on KOFE as the Lumberjack girls are hosting the Potlatch Loggers here in St. Mary's for a non-league matchup. Now I kind of dropped the ball on this one today. I didn't know and realize, I didn't look at my schedule close enough, so I didn't realize early enough on that we even had a game scheduled for today. So it's going to be a shortened up pregame show just a little bit because I didn't get a lot of information in time to get my pregame all set up. Also, if you are watching on our YouTube live stream, the video of it, bear with me. I am doing everything solo tonight. I don't have a camera operator, so I'm going to be trying to move the camera around. But if I don't, it'll more than likely try to at least keep it on the St. Mary's side of the floor at least, but we will try to keep it moving back and forth as much as I can remember to do so. So we're going to do everything we can tonight to make everything work as smoothly as possible, and hopefully everything will work out great. We have about 9 minutes until tip-off, so let's go ahead and take a 2-minute break and come back with our countdown to tip-off.
Unleash your colors today with a School Spirit debit card from P1FCU. Our cards are back and better than ever with a bright design that will make you proud to represent your school. P1FCU has joined the Mascot Madness, and you can too, no matter who you cheer for. Stop by to sign up for your new exclusive School Spirit Debit MasterCard or visit us online at p1fcu.org for more information. There is no us without you at P1FCU, federally insured by NCUA.
Fire Chief Larry Nacarado wants to remind you that this time of the year, chimney fires are a common occurrence, but can be prevented. St. Mary's Fire Department wants to remind you that they loan out chimney brushes and rods for free. They do chimney inspections for free and will even come to your house and offer chimney fire prevention training for free. Don't neglect your chimney. Call St. Mary's Fire Department today at 245-5253. That's 245-5253. This public safety message from the St. Mary's Fire Department.
At Les Schwab Tires, we don't just sell tires, but our sign isn't big enough for the name Les Schwab Tires, Brakes, Alignment, Shocks, Rims, and Batteries. And that would also leave off the how we do it part, which would read Les Schwab Honest, Friendly, Trustworthy Tires, Brakes, Alignment, Shocks, Wheels, Batteries, and Popcorn. We could shorten it to Les Schwab Popcorn, but that might just be confusing. So for now, we'll stick with tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing matters.
Tired of the same old thing for dinner? Want something different without having to clean up afterwards? Stop by Cabin City Q Smokehouse in St. Mary's for some of the best barbecue around. Cabin City Q has the biggest, tastiest hamburgers around, as well as smoked chicken, brisket, ribs, and prime rib on Fridays. Cabin City Q also has a terrific salad bar. Cabin City Q also serves breakfast. That's Cabin City Q, located at 2242 West Idaho Avenue in St. Mary's. Give them a call at 208-245-0785 or stop by today. That's Cabin City Q Smokehouse in St. Mary's.
Carissa's.
And we are back here on KOFE for the countdown to tip-off as your St. Mary's Lumberjack girls get set to take on the Potlatch Loggers. The countdown to tip-off in Lumberjack basketball presented by P1FCU, Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union, proud sponsors of the School Spirit program, and they say go Lumberjacks. Together, we are better. Well, tonight's game features the Lumberjacks and the Loggers on the girls' side of things, and the two teams have faced off earlier in the season. In fact, it was the first game of the year for the Lumberjack girls, and it might have been the first game of the season for the Loggers as well. I don't quite remember for sure. The Lumberjacks had a commanding win in that game by a score of 57-11, and that was a tough loss for the Loggers, but they've got several games under their belts now, and I'm sure we'll see some improvement from the Loggers, and they're not a team to be taken lightly. The last game for the Loggers was a 43-80 loss to Lapwai, and that was, I don't know what day that was, but that was the last game they played. The Loggers come into this game with a 7-10 record. They are 3-8 in their league, and that league is the 1A D1 White Pine League. The Loggers are currently ranked 16th in the 1A Power Rankings on idahosports.com. For the Lumberjack girls, they come into this game with an 8-5 record. They are 3-0 in league play. They are ranked currently at 11th in the Power Rankings for Idaho Sports, and that is in the 2A level. Their last game was a 55-40 loss to the Kellogg Wildcats. It was the first time in 5 straight games that the Lumberjack girls had been defeated by the Wildcats, and it was a good game during Brawl for the Ball. In that last matchup, the first matchup of the season, last matchup between the two teams, the Potlatch Loggers shot just 12% from the floor. They shot 25% from 2-point range. Neither team made any 3-point shots or attempted. St. Mary's didn't attempt any anyways. Free throw percentage, St. Mary's just 30% and the Loggers 31%. Lumberjacks out-rebounded the Loggers 35-19. St. Mary's also recorded 17 steals with 13 assists. Lumberjacks turned the ball over 16 times and they committed 18 fouls. For the Loggers, they committed 23 turnovers and 9 fouls in that game. And my leading scorer against St. Mary's for Kellogg, or for Potlatch, I should say, was Callie Ackerman. She had 4 points. Audrey Prather had 3, and Hamburg had 2. And I didn't have any other players marked down with any more points on the Loggers thing on my stats from last game. But there were some other points around there somewhere because I was missing a couple of baskets. But in any case, that's how it looked for the last time these two teams matched up. And we're going to go ahead and take a 3-minute break and come back with the national anthem and the starting lineups.
Clubhouse in St. Mary's is a proud Lumberjack supporter. If you are looking for a fun, friendly daycare and preschool for your little one, call Carissa's Clubhouse at 208-582-1431. Children from 6 weeks and up are welcome to come and play at Carissa's Clubhouse in St. Mary's. Carissa's Clubhouse offers full-time, part-time, and even drop-ins. So if you need a fun, safe, and friendly daycare or preschool for your little one, call Carissa's Clubhouse at 208-582-1431. That's 208-582-1431. Carissa's Clubhouse in St. Mary's.
Some people select their grocery items with an eye on every cent they spend. Some people don't. But if you don't happen to be a millionaire, you'll appreciate Archie's IGA. At Archie's IGA, prices are always lower. You might even say significantly lower. Archie's quality and selection is consistently better, and put them together and you get a greater satisfaction in meats, produce, baked goods, and all the rest. Find out for yourself the difference shopping at Archie's IGA makes. Do it today. That's Archie's IGA, your hometown proud grocer.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? Call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing proudly sponsors this Lumberjack Sports broadcast.
Do you need help finding that perfect gift? Looking for that personalized touch? Come to Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary's and let us fill your balloons. Not only does Jack's carry all of your gift and party supplies, but we're here to serve you with all your personal care items. Come in and let our personal care experts help you find just what you need from our wide selection. If we don't have it, we can get it. Plan your party at Jack's Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Jack Buell Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Buell Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips, they're an entire community. Jack Buell Trucking.
Mountain Plating is a premier hard chrome plating facility, and it is located right here in St. Mary's. Mountain Plating was established in 1997 as one of the first hard chrome plating facilities in Idaho, and it services a wide variety of industries nationwide. These industries include manufacturing, food processing, agriculture, mining, environmental, and the timber industries. Mountain Plating is committed to providing the highest quality chrome plating and customer service in the industry, and is locally owned and operated by Donnie Masterson. Give him a call today at 208-245-7104. Go Lumberjacks!
Wanted, the St. Mary's Booster Club is wanting new members to continue to help support our sports programs. Do you know that the Booster Club spends approximately $20,000 a year investing in our high school athletes, coaches, and sports facilities? All monies are raised through memberships, barbecues, and the Hall of Fame banquet and auction. All monies raised this year will be used in the 2017-2018 school year booster budget. To become a member or for more information, call Lynn Masterson at 568-1802. That's 568-1802, and go Lumberjacks! Winter is here, and it's time to get
And that was the national anthem performed by Potlatch Lager basketball player Callie Ackerman. She did a tremendous job of singing the national anthem. I remember down in the games in Potlatch, she sang it there too, and I was very impressed with that kind of singer, how good she is. So now let's go ahead and get our starters for the Potlatch Loggers. It will be number 1, Callie Ackerman. Number 3, Shy Linus. Number 3, she's a junior. Ackerman is a senior. Number 11, Audrey Prather. She is a junior. Number 15, Tyla McGreal. She is a senior. And number 21, Denara Carpenter. That is the starting lineup for the Loggers. They are coached by Larry Hustis. He's assisted by Katie Greer. Now the starting lineup for your St. Mary's Lumberjacks. It will be number 1, 5'8" junior guard, Paige Sines. Number 5, 5'9" junior post, Casey Haig for the Lumberjacks. number 10, 5'10" junior point guard, Madison Cordell. Number 20, 5'9" senior post, Devin Wilson. And rounding out the lineup for the Lumberjacks, number 42, 6'2" senior post, Kaylee Auer. Of course, the Lumberjacks are coached by Jay Sines. He's assisted by Mr. John Cordell. Once again, Lumberjack basketball presented by Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union, among all of our other fantastic sponsors. P1FCU's proud sponsors of the School Spirit program, and they say, go Lumberjacks together, we are better. Lumberjack girls are at mid-court. A little bit of the starters anyways are having their little pep rally on the side as they wait for the Potlatch Loggers to come to the floor. And they are meeting at midcourt. It will be number 11, Audrey Prather, going up against Kaylee Auer for the opening tip. The official steps to midcourt. The ball is up. The tip is to the Lumberjacks. They control the opening tip. They take it down, and immediately a shot is up and in by Miss Madison Cordell. Lumberjacks come back the other way on defense. A shot is put up and no good by the Loggers. They get a rebound. It is no good, and the putback is also no good. And then finally the Lumberjacks get a rebound, and back the other way, I believe it was Casey Haig with the shot up for the Lumberjacks. Now back the other way, the Loggers trying to get through the Lumberjack defense. Callie Ackerman controls it for the Loggers. She takes it to the right side of the floor, and Lumberjacks defense not trying to allow them any inside penetration as they are working it around the outside perimeter. Ackerman, they try to feed it down inside, now back to the top, and around the horn they go. Into the hands of McGrill, now it's back into the hands of Linus. She drives in, puts up a shot, it's no good, and the rebound goes to Devin Wilson. St. Mary's the other way. Casey Haig cutting through the timber, and Casey Haig takes it right up the lane, up and good. 6-0 Lumberjacks on top. Loggers all the way down the floor on a pass. It's stolen away by Haig. Lumberjacks back the other way. Cordell to Haig. Haig can't finish the shot. Sines on the rebound. Sines tries to make the shot up and good. No good. And the Lumberjacks end up giving up the rebound to the Loggers. And then there's a foul called the other way on a charge. That was number 3 on the charge for the Loggers, and we get a timeout taken. And I'm not sure who took that charge down here on the far side of the floor. That might have been Madison Cordell. The score is 6-0, and a quick timeout taken by the Loggers. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Get your animals ready for the winter weather. XXX Feeds in St. Mary's has what you need to keep all your critters comfortable in the cold temperatures. From trough heaters, straw, to insulated horse blankets, your animals large and small need extra attention just like you. So don't forget, while you're stacking your winter firewood, your furry family members need winterizing also. Also, don't forget the wild critters. XXX Feed has wild bird food, deer feed, and game blocks. See XXX Feeds in St. Mary's today, because winter ain't gonna wait. Looking for a new-to-you rig?
And the Lumberjacks inbound. They bring it down the floor into Devin Wilson on the corner on the left side. Back to the top now to Cordell. Cordell working against Ackerman. She stutters, steps, drives, kicks it back out to Sines. Now down to Auer. Auer give and go. Now kick it across to Haig, and Haig puts it up and in. They gave and go to Sines. Sines kicked it into Haig. Haig put the shot up. 8-0. Lumberjacks on top of the Loggers. Another steal by Haig. That's number 2, and another turnover for the Loggers. Lumberjacks down inside. Sines kicks it to the elbow. Shot up by Kaylee Auer. It's up and good. Paige Sines with the assist. Kaylee Auer puts up 2 more. 10-0 as Lumberjacks starting off strong. And Casey Haig tries to intercept a pass down the sideline. She's going to deflect it out of bounds. The ball stays with Potlatch. Loggers could not really, they had a heck of a time trying to handle Lumberjack defense the last time they played. And it's starting out that way early on in this one. 10-0 Lumberjacks on top of the Loggers. 5:22 to go in the first. Ackerman cross-court pass into Prather. Prather feeds it inside to Atkinson. Atkinson kicks it out to number 11, Prather, and Prather puts it up and good. Lumberjacks quickly on the other way in transition. Now they're working. Cordell gets it out to Wilson on the wing. Wilson feeds it over the top to Haig. Haig can't finish the shot. And the rebound goes to the Loggers. Quickly down the floor, it is number 5, and she's going to take the shot. It's in and out. Rebound to Auer. Number 5 is Hamburg, who couldn't finish the shot down on the other end. Lumberjacks back the other way. They feed it to Paige Signs. Signs puts up a 3. It is no good. The ball gets bounced around, goes out, and it looks like it's off of the Loggers. Coming in for St. Mary's is McKenna Borgman. Out is Devin Wilson. In for the Loggers, number 25. I don't have a 25 on the roster. Into Haig. Haig puts up the shot. It's no good. She gets her own rebound. Goes up again and couldn't get it. Kaylee Auer got a rebound. Kaylee Auer couldn't put it up and in. And then Devin Wilson got the rebound, and Devin Wilson puts it up, or Madison Cordell, I should say, puts it up and in. Now the Loggers quickly back the other way, and we're going to get a foul called against St. Mary's. It is the first foul against the Jacks. That one goes against Casey Haig. Move that camera down here to the opposite end of the floor. Remember, I'm on my own, so if I don't get the camera moved back and forth, I do apologize for that. If you're watching it on YouTube, I will definitely try to keep it at least on the St. Mary's side of the floor, but it's going to be hard to remember. Bad pass by the Loggers is going to go out of bounds. Turnover number 3. The score 12-2. St. Mary's up with 4:18 to go in the first period of play. Coming in for St. Mary's is Lauren Hill. Paige Signs going to get some rest early on in this one. Cordell bringing it down the floor. This is going to be a busy week of basketball. Wednesday we've got a doubleheader, girls and boys against Liberty. Then on Thursday, the boys host Timberlake. Lumberjacks working from the perimeter. Lauren Hill back to Cordell. Cordell top of the key. She's facing off against Ackerman. They feeds it down to Borgman on the wing on the right or left side. Borgman drives in. Borgman takes an extra step as she charges into the paint. It's going to be a turnover, St. Mary's. Checking in for the Loggers is number 3 and number 11 coming back in. That is Prather and Linus. Lumberjacks into a press. Inbound pass comes in to number 5. That's Hamburg. She quickly brings down the timeline, gets loose and falls down. Turnover as the ball goes over to Bechtel. Bechtel checked in for St. Mary's. The other way, we get a travel again called against St. Mary's, and I think that one was against Casey Haig. So 2 turnovers quickly on the Lumberjacks. It's only 2 turnovers, I believe, of the game, though. So the Logger is going to be bringing it in and working against that Lumberjack press again. Ackerman feeds over the top to Prather, or to Hamburg. Hamburg picks up her dribble, kicks it back to Ackerman. Now Ackerman to Prather, or to Linus, and I get it back around. Shot is up, number 5. That is Hamburg. No good. She will be fouled. And it was either Bechtel or Borgman, and it was Borgman with her first foul. That will send number 5, that is Hamburg, to the free throw line. And she misses the first one. Lining up for the next one. Lumberjacks ready to try to block out and get the ball, but there's no need to as the ball goes through, and it's good. Now it was Hamburg with the free throw. Lumberjacks back the other way. They feed it down inside to Bechtel. Bechtel gets a good look. A little bit hard off the glass, though. No good. Rebound back to the Loggers. Loggers quickly on a shot the other way. No good. Lauren Hill on the rebound. Lumberjacks now quickly in transition. It's going to be Madison Cordell feeding it down to Haig underneath. Haig puts it up and good with the assist. Haig with 8 points already in this one. Lumberjack pressure again. Wild pass as gets it down the floor. They have numbers. Shot is short. Rebound to Haig. Lumberjacks now back the other way. They feed it to Borgman. Borgman maybe took an extra step. Couldn't get the shot. No whistle. As she tried a wild shot as she was out of control. It's no good. The ball goes out of bounds. I'm not sure who it was off of. Cordell and Haig come out. Paige Signs goes in. Devin Wilson back in. They say out of bounds off of the Loggers, so St. Mary's will inbound from underneath. Paige Signs looking for an outlet. She kicks it into the middle to Devin Wilson, who is cutting in. Devin Wilson puts it up and good. 16-3. Ackerman now bringing it down. She kicks it out. Shot is up, no good. Rebound to Bechtel. And the Lumberjacks go back on offense. It's Lauren Hill who dribbles it off of her foot and out of bounds in transition. Turnover St. Mary's. So, and Loggers bring it in. They get it across the timeline. Ackerman controls it. She's going up against Paige Signs, and she works her way to the right or to the left wing. Or no, the right wing. I was right the first time. Now down to the left wing into number 25. I don't have 25 on my roster once again, so I don't know who it is. They kick it back to Linus. Linus gets through some timber, takes a shot, no good, gets her own rebound. Loggers reset now to the free throw line. Shot is up and good. That is by Prather. Prather with 4 points in the game. Lumberjacks back the other way on offense. It's out to Hill. Hill to a cutting Signs. Now down into Wilson, or to Wilson. Wilson drives the baseline. Can't get the shot to go. And the ball is going to be rebounded by the Loggers. Loggers quickly down the floor. And a bad pass down the floor is going to go out of bounds, as it was just a little bit too long. Loggers turn the ball over for the 5th time in the first period. 1:27 to go in the first. 16-5. St. Mary's up by 11. Paige Signs will take it down the floor for St. Mary's, playing the point guard position. She takes it across the timeline. She kicks it over to Lauren Hill on the left wing. Lauren Hill feeds it to the elbow to Wilson. Wilson looking for an outlet, kicks it across to Signs. Signs working just from the inside the short corner, kicks it out to the wing, or out to the corner. Then they're going to call Paige Signs with a double dribble. Turnover St. Mary's. As the Lumberjacks putting their pressure back on down there on the other far side of the floor. Lumberjacks in the white jerseys, the Loggers in the green. Loggers bringing it down the floor, and McKenna Borgman stands in strong, and Borgman takes a charge. That's foul number 2 against the Loggers. Borgman will kick it inbounds to Signs. Signs will bring it across for St. Mary's. Signs brings it across, kicks it to Bechtel. Bechtel just at the elbow, basically. Now she looks inside to Wilson. Wilson spins, one dribble, and puts it up and good. I'm going to give Bechtel a assist on that. Lumberjack pressure is almost working, and they get the ball down the floor. Devin Wilson saves it back in bounds. I'm going to give Devin Wilson a steal. Back the other way, Signs steps into some pressure and spins and puts the shot up, and it goes in. 20-5. Again, Lumberjacks trying to pressure the Loggers. Callie Ackerman brings all the way down the floor, loses control for a second, but is able to regain. And the Loggers reset. Shot on the way, no good. And the rebound to Borgman. Looked like a 3-point shot. Lumberjacks now the other way. Shot up by Signs. It's no good. Ball goes out of bounds, and they believe they said it was out of bounds off of the Loggers. So St. Mary's will inbound. 7.8 seconds left in the first. St. Mary's up by 15. Into the corner to Wilson. Now back to the top to Hill. Around the horn to Signs. Signs, little head fake. She's got to get the shot off, and they don't shoot it before the buzzer. And that's how the first period will end. St. Mary's up 20-5. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Good luck, because Dell's Used Cars has your next truck. Dell's has the best variety of pre-owned trucks in one location anywhere south of the internet. Any make, any model, and new inventory arriving daily. Dell's also will take your trade-in, paid for or not. Financing available through Potlatch, Spokane Teachers, Numerica, and a handful of other lenders, offering the most competitive interest rates available in the market today. Dell staff is laid back and knowledgeable and ready to answer any of your questions. Come into Dell's Used Cars, located at 1818 North 4th Street in Coeur d'Alene, or visit their website at dellscars.com. Dell's Used Cars, doing things different since 1974.
For all your plumbing needs.
And we are back. The Loggers will get possession to start the second period of play. They inbound from side court, brings it in to Linus. Linus back to Ackerman. Now they get it to Prather. Prather back to Ackerman. Now to the top and back. Now they feed it inside. They kick it back to the top. Three-pointer on the way. It's going to be sure. No, it falls in. And that is Shy Linus with the three-pointer. Back the other way is the Lumberjacks on offense. They get a shot inside, no good. Rebound to the Loggers. Loggers bring it back down the floor. Loggers trying to find some opening. They've taken it to the wing, now kicking it back out. Actually, it was a bad pass, and it's a turnover on the Loggers. They feed it down the other way. It's back and forth between Cordell and Haig. Haig can't get the shot to go, or Cordell can't get the shot to go. Rebound went to the Loggers. Then we get a whistle and a foul against St. Mary's. And the foul was against Madison Cordell, her first. Press again by the Lumberjacks. Loggers trying to get it down. It's into Ackerman's hands. Ackerman cross-court pass, throws it right away, and Haig jumps in front of it for the steal. Lumberjacks the other way. Shot by Cordell is no good. Rebound to Haig. Lumberjacks reset. Shot up by Devin Wilson is no good from deep. And finally the rebound goes to the Loggers. I think it was a long two by Wilson. Ackerman bringing it back down the floor for Potlatch. Gets it down here into the corner on the right side, on the left side, and they're going to get the ball tied up as Casey Haig reaches in there and gets the held ball call. 20-8 still the score. Nobody has put any point. Actually, yes, the Loggers put up a three-pointer here in this first part of the second period. And now the Lumberjacks take it down the floor. Cordell to Wilson. Wilson back to Cordell. And then back to Haig. Haig on the wing. Haig over the top to Sign. Sign steps into the low post, can't get a shot, kicks it back out to Haig. Haig's shot is no good. And the rebound to Kaylee Auer. Lumberjacks will reset after the offensive board. Madison Cordell on the right wing. Over the top to Haig. Haig, nice shot, up and good. That's 10 points for Haig as the Loggers quickly down the floor, and the pass is going to go out of bounds off of the Loggers. Turnover on Potlatch. Checking in for the Loggers is that number 25 again, who I don't know who that is. It is also Hamburg checking in. Then we're going to get a timeout taken by the Loggers. I believe it's a full. We'll take it too. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
The new year is here, and that means
and we are back, and St. Mary's will inbound from down here on the near side of the floor, on the Logger side of the floor in the backcourt. As it'll be Madison Cordell taking it down the floor. 5:40 to go in the first half. 22-8 is the score. St. Mary's leading the Loggers. End of the corner to Signs. Signs bounces to Auer, then back out to Cordell. Cordell to Wilson, now back into Signs. Signs can't get the shot to go. Rebound Loggers. Loggers quickly down the floor. Again, it's Ackerman trying to get it down across, and she does. Now the Loggers work. A cross-court pass comes into number 33, that is, and I don't have a 33 on this roster either. She misses her shot, and the rebound goes out of bounds off of Paige Signs. So the Loggers inbound from underneath. They kick it in to, well, it was intended for number 25, but it went right to the Lumberjacks. That was Madison Cordell. It's a turnover on the Loggers. Then the Loggers knocked it out of bounds after the turnover, and St. Mary's keeps possession. So the Lumberjacks have it down to Devin Wilson. Wilson to the top, thought about taking the shot, decided not to. Lumberjacks work it around, now inside. Haig goes up strong, no good, but she draws a foul. That's the third foul against the Loggers. That'll send Haig to the free throw line, right around 43% from the free throw line. That is the first foul against number 33. I don't have a number 33 on the roster. There's no 33 on the JV roster either. Casey Haig makes her first free throw. Haig has 11 points in the game, also with 3 rebounds. 3 steals as well. Haig's next shot, that one's off the mark. Rebound to the Loggers. They work to bring it down the floor. Kelly Ackerman brings it down quickly. She gets it to the top, now works her way down to the right side, hands it off to number 33. Now back to Hamburg. Hamburg over to the corner to McGrill. Now back to Ackerman. Ackerman working against Miss Cordell. Now back to the top to Hamburg. Hamburg tries to feed it down inside, and Paige Signs tips it out for a steal. Turnover on the Loggers. A shot put up as the transition was good down the floor. It is Kaylee Auer feeding it to Casey Haig, and the shot was up and good. Now another steal the other way. Casey Haig gets the steal as the Loggers were trying to bring it down the floor. And then we get a foul the other way on the ensuing transition for St. Mary's. That foul goes against number 33. That is her second, team's 4th foul. Lumberjacks inbound, back to Wilson. Wilson thought about a long 3, decided not to. Madison Cordell was kind of giggling because of the way it looked with Wilson did that. Nice ball movement for St. Mary's. They get it into Haig, but Haig is quickly bottled up underneath as she couldn't find an outlet, didn't go up for the shot. Held ball in favor of the Loggers. They will get the possession. Checking back in for the Loggers is Linus, Shy Linus. Callie Ackerman will trigger the inbound. Lumberjacks on the press once again. Cross-court pass all the way down the floor, and it's too strong by Ackerman. He goes all the way down the floor and out of bounds. It's a turnover on the Loggers. 3:51 to go in the first half. St. Mary's up 25-8. Lumberjack girl basketball on KOFE, presented by Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union. Proud sponsors of the School Spirit program. Back down the other way, it's Devin Wilson. She kicks it over the top to Auer at the elbow. Auer back to Signs. Signs, I think that was a 2. I'm not sure. Let's see if they give it as a 3 or a 2. It was a 2 to Paige Signs. I'm going to go ahead and give Auer a assist on that one. Now back the other way. A steal is done by Casey Haig once again. And Devin Wilson works her way back down the floor. They try to feed it down to Haig in the short corner. It's going to go out of bounds, and they say it was off of Haig. I think it came off of a Potlatch defender first, and then out of bounds off of Haig. I'll give it as a turnover to Casey Haig. 27-8 the score. Lumberjacks back into the press as the Loggers try to break it down here across the timeline. They finally do get it, and coming down the floor quickly is the Loggers. Faking a shot and stepping inside. Shot is up and no good by 3. Rebound to, I believe that was Auer. St. Mary's quickly back the other way. They feed it to Haig. Haig puts the glass up and in off the glass. Now the Loggers come back down the floor quickly. It's a cross-court pass to number 15. She drives. Shot is up, but a foul called. Late foul, but it is a foul nonetheless. And give Devin Wilson a rebound down here on that last possession by the Loggers. That foul goes against Kaylee Auer. That is her first. That will send number 15, that's McGreal, to the free throw line. It's her first trip there this evening. First free throw is on the way. It's no good. Got some substitutions coming in for St. Mary's. Nancy Bechtel and that's Nancy Bechtel, McKenna Borgman, and Lauren Hill. McGrill lines up for her second free throw on the way. That one off the back of the iron as well. And it's a offensive rebound by the Loggers. Then Lumberjacks fighting for the ball. They knock it out of bounds. Possession stays with Potlatch. Potlatch will inbound from side court. Callie Ackerman looking for somebody to get it into. She gets it up to the top to McGrill. McGrill around the horn to the right side to Linus. Now back to the right side all the way down into the left side down to Ackerman. Now they try to feed it inside. It's going to be tipped up and to another Lumberjack. It's a steal for Cordell. And Lumberjacks quickly down the floor. Borgman spins and tries to pass it inside. She throws it right to the Loggers. So they get a steal. Ackerman now bringing it the other way. Ackerman, a wild shot. It's up and no good. Offensive board. And then the putback was no good. Lumberjacks on the defense. Back the other way. It's Madison Cordell taking it all the way down into the paint. Up and good. 1:52 to go in the first half. Loggers have the ball once again. They bring it down here on the near side. Lumberjacks playing pretty stiff defense. They kick it out to Linus. Linus working against Borgman. She hands it off to Ackerman. Ackerman to the top. Ackerman reverses course and gives it down to Linus. Linus trying to find an outlet. Can't find an opening. She finally finds somebody to give it to. That's Hamburg. And they feed it back around to Linus. Linus is going to do a little stutter, drive, get her shot blocked by Bechtel, and get her own rebound. Loggers will reset. Then they get something happen down there as Borgman comes away with the ball. Lumberjacks now the other way, and it's going to be off of Auer's foot as she was trying to dribble into the key. It's a turnover on Kaylee Auer. 1:09 to go in the first half. St. Mary's up 31-8 over the Loggers. Loggers will inbound. Ackerman brings it down the floor for St. Mary's. For the Loggers, I should say. Across the court, all the way down. Now she's to the right wing, kicks it to the right corner. Now back out to Ackerman. Now to the top. That is number 13, Arcega. And now to number 33, who I don't have a name for, number 11. That's Prather. Prather inside. The shot is blocked by Kaylee Auer, and Auer also gets the rebound. Taking it all the way is Auer, and she puts it up and good off the glass. 33-8 is the score. Ackerman now brings it down quickly on her own. She gets it all the way down across, kicks it out. Now they try to feed it inside, and Nancy Bechtel credited with a steal and another turnover. Lumberjacks in a break down the other way. It was 2-on-3. The shot up by Auer was no good. She had a good look. The rebound to the Loggers. They now bring it back down the floor. Ackerman brings it across, 14 seconds. She takes it down to the right wing, kicks it back to the left wing to number 25, who I don't have a number for once again. And now back to Ackerman up on top. Ackerman now takes it long, wild shot, no good. And the rebound goes to Borgman as the time expires on the clock. At the end of one half, that is, 33-8. St. Mary's on top of the Loggers here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back with the halftime numbers.
Means new goals and broken resolutions. It also means red-hot buys at Hughes Ace Hardware in St. Mary's. Time to replace some light bulbs? Buy one, get one free Ace LED bulb 4-packs or floodlight 2-packs. Ace brand wild bird food is on sale as well. Buy one 20-pound bag and get a bag of premium Songbird bird food for free. It's also time to take down and store those holiday decorations. And Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to go for all of your storage needs, from totes to shelves. It's all at Hughes Ace Hardware in St. Mary's.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oakes of Premier Financial Services to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and insurance products from Premier Financial Services are offered through Linsco Private Ledger Financial and its affiliates, and they are a member of FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oakes a call at Premier Financial Services today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Bennewash, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the Hot Deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Are your friends and family tired of sleeping with Fido when they visit? Maybe Fido's tired of sleeping with them. Either way, the Pines Motel is there to save the day. With large, spacious rooms, comfortable beds, and even a mini fridge, Fido may get jealous. Save the floor for Fido and call Kevin of the Pines Motel at 245-2545. That's the Pines Motel in St. Mary's. I'm sure your friends and family would appreciate it, and so would Fido.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and Lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Cold weather's here, and 10th Street Lumber will help keep.
And we are back. It's halftime here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. We are at halftime, 5:15 to go, 33-8 is the score as the Lumberjacks on top of the Potlatch Loggers. In that first half, the Potlatch Loggers were just 3 of 19 from the floor for 16%. They were 2 of 16 from two-point range for just 12.5%, 1 of 3 from three-point range for 33%, and 1 of 3 from the free throw line for 33%. They had just 15 rebounds to go along with 2 assists. They did have 1 steal. They turned the ball over 16 times, committed 4 fouls for the Loggers. Individually, not much going on. Prather had the leading scoring with 4 points. Shai Linus had 3, and Alyssa Hamburg with just 1. Kylie Ackerman has been quiet this evening so far, not being able to get any good clean looks to get any good shots in. For the Lumberjacks, they have been shooting right around 48.5% from the floor, 16 of 33. They were 16 of 32 from two-point range for 50%. They were 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 50%. Lumberjacks with 18 rebounds, 8 assists, 9 steals, 2 blocks, 7 turnovers, and 4 fouls in that first half. They also had 2 charges that they took. Individual scoring for the Lumberjacks, Casey Haig leads the team with 15 points and 3 rebounds. Madison Cordell has 6 points. Paige Signs has 4. Devin Wilson with 4, and Kaylee Auer with 4. Kaylee Auer also has 5 rebounds to go along with her 4 points. And assist-wise, we have Paige Signs with 3, Madison Cordell with 2, 1 for Bechtel and 2 for Kaylee Auer. That is a look at the halftime statistics. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back with the second half.
Keep you warm. From super premium pellets to energy logs and fireplaces, 10th Street Lumber is your heating headquarters. North Idaho energy logs and stove pellets are the best of the best. 100% natural with no chemicals, and they burn cleaner, hotter, and longer. If you need a new stove, 10th Street Lumber is a proud Kuma stove supplier. Kuma wood stoves are made right here in Idaho and are some of the best on the market. 10th Street Lumber in St. Mary's. Stop by today. 10th Street Lumber located at 10th and Railroad Avenue in St. Mary's.
During these cold days of winter, Napa Auto Parts has all your vehicle needs. Diesel and gas additives, aerosol windshield de-icer, Thermoaid gas line antifreeze. All are Napa's Mac brand products. Antifreeze, CRC airline antifreeze, snowmobile oils and belts, and of course Napa brand batteries for autos to snowmobiles. So stop by Napa Auto Parts today for all your cold weather additive needs. And while you're there, get your windshield wipers changed by their knowledgeable staff. Napa Auto Parts. They're not just a parts store, they're your friends. Napa Auto Parts, St. Mary's.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
Outdoor enthusiasts, turn your dreams of adventure into reality with a Yamaha Wolverine 2-seat or new Wolverine X4 4-seat side-by-side at St. Mary's Saw and Cycle. Both are proven off-road capable, comfortable, and confidence-inspiring. With compact yet roomy designs and exclusive Ultramatic transmissions and on-command four-wheel drive systems. Visit St. Mary's Saw and Cycle. Yamaha Wolverine's proven off-road to help you realize your adventure. Always protect the environment and wear your seatbelt, helmet, eye protection, and protective clothing. Read the owner's manual and product warning labels before operation.
Here are some simple instructions on how to get a tax pro to prepare and file your 1040EZ completely free. Go to an H&R Block office and say, I'd like you to prepare and file my 1040EZ for free. Or make an appointment at hrblock.com. That's it. No more instructions needed. Pro Tax Prep for free. Get your taxes won.
Return must be filed January 5th, 2018 to February 28th, 2018 at participating offices. Additional fees apply for EITC and other additional forms for state and local returns and if you select other products and services. OPTP number B13696.
Why should you stop at 10th Street Superstop? Well, because Kenny's a nice guy. Actually, no. Never mind. Yes, Kenny is nice, but that's not the reason. You should stop at 10th Street Superstop for all your livestock feeds and pet feed needs. 10th Street Superstop carries all the top brands. Did I mention Kenny's a nice guy? Oh, and they also have a large assortment of snacks and beverages just for you. 10th Street Superstop for all your farm, garden, and hunger needs. And by the way, Kenny's really a nice guy. 10th Street Superstop in St. Mary's. Just because. Those are two very powerful words that can...
And we are back just as halftime is getting set to end, or has ended actually. St. Mary's will get the possession to start the second half of play, and they will be coming towards me now, or they will be going right to left on the screen or on the radio dial. Lumberjacks working it inside. Nice ball movement. Devin Wilson into Casey Haig, and Casey is able to put it up and good. Now the Loggers quickly down the other way, and we get a... Oh, they hadn't started the clock down on the floor, so the refs had to give Mr. Bitterman a little bit of a hard time down there as he didn't start the clock, and he was playing on the phone. He looked like he was playing on a cell phone, so Mr. Cordell went over to him and said, I'm going to take your phone away from you, and we'll put it up since you can't leave it alone. So now they got that squared away. The Loggers inbound from side court to get their first possession of the second half underway. The turnaround shot is up and no good. Devin Wilson with the rebound. Lumberjacks back on offense. Quick move for the Lumberjacks down the floor. And I don't even have a chance to move the camera. Devin Wilson feeds it down to Casey Haig. Haig puts it up and good. Now it's back to the Loggers on offense. Loggers working it around the horn. It's to number 11. That's Prather. Now back to the top to Linus. Linus down to number 33. I said I don't have her on a roster, so I can't tell you who she is. Now back to Linus. Now Callie Ackerman has it as she comes up the top. They try to feed it down inside. Shot is up off the glass. No good. Offensive rebound, though, for the Loggers. Then it goes out of bounds off of the Loggers. So the Lumberjacks will inbound after the turnover from the Loggers. And Cordell brings it down the floor for St. Mary's over to Signs on the wing on the right side. She drives in, kicks it out to an open Wilson. Wilson for three, and it's nothing but net from the left wing. Devin Wilson knocks down the first three of the night for the Lumberjacks. Now the Loggers working the other way. They have it on the wing on the left. Now they kick it back out down towards the corner. Now back onto the wing and around the horn to the right wing. Now they try to feed it inside. Foul going to be called as Paige Signs tries to go over the back of one of the Logger players, I believe that was Linus, and Paige Signs will be called for her first foul. Loggers will inbound from underneath. Inbound pass is going to go out of bounds, and it's a turnover on the Loggers. So St. Mary's now will bring it in and bring it down the floor. It will be, it looks like, Madison Cordell bringing it down the floor for St. Mary's. Cuts it across the timeline, works her way down to the right side, now kicks it to the left to Signs. Signs looking for an outlet. She goes to Haig on the right wing. Haig kicks it back over to Wilson. Wilson near the top. Now back to Auer, who is on the opposite side on top. Haig down to the corner on the right, now backing around. Now they try to feed it inside. A bad pass, and jumping it is Linus. And I think that was Signs that turned that one over. So the Loggers go back on offense down the floor. It's Linus, top of the key. She's going to kick it down to number 15 on the corner. That's McGrill. McGrill almost has the ball stripped away from her. She ends up handing it off to Ackerman. Ackerman into the paint, kicks it out to the short corner. Shot is up and off the iron, no good. Rebound to Madison Cordell. Lumberjacks now the other way. Lumberjacks feed it out to Cordell. Cordell for the jump shot, no good. And then Cordell tries to go through the Logger player for the rebound. It's going to be a foul against St. Mary's. And that will be the second foul against Madison Cordell. Or as I hear, her nickname is Spike. I'm going to have to find out from Mr. Cordell why Spike. I hear him calling her Spike a lot, so I know that's her nickname that she has. So the Loggers will bring it down. Callie Ackerman brings it across for the Loggers. She gets it down to across the timeline. Now a bad pass the other way, and the Loggers throw it away once again. 40-8 is the score. St. Mary's on top. 5:11 to go. And a timeout taken by the Loggers. It is a full. We'll take it as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Rekindle any spirit. Just because can move mountains and reignite the heart. It doesn't have to be a birthday, an anniversary, or even Christmas to show that special someone in your life just how much you really do care. Show them with a piece of jewelry from Saks. From simple diamond earrings to a beautiful new purse. And do it just because. It's an occasion all its own, with its own unique meaning. Visit Saks for fine jewelry, fashion jewelry, sunglasses, and more. That's Saks on Main Street in St. Mary's, open 10 to 6. Have you scheduled your Medicare wellness visit? Benoit Community Hospital is here to help. If you've had Medicare Part B for longer than 12 months, you can get
the timeout, and the Loggers had called the timeout. St. Mary's will inbound, and they will bring it down the floor. It is Lauren Hill. She'll trigger it into Devin Wilson. Wilson will bring it down. Wilson to the top. She's looking for an outlet. She kicks it over to Hill. Hill, little fake pass, then drive. Shot is up and off the glass, no good. And Hill ends up with her own rebound. They reset. Devin Wilson drives off the far side, kicks it over to Bechtel. Bechtel with a shot. It's no good. And the ball goes out of bounds off of St. Mary's. It'll go back over to the Loggers. Bechtel been putting a little bit too much mustard on her shots tonight, so she's been a little bit off. Loggers will inbound. Callie Ackerman brings it down the floor for Podlatch. Coming across, guarded by Borgman. Kicks it down to the corner to McGrill. McGrill back to Ackerman. Now across the top to Hamburg. Hamburg in a weave, hands it to them. Now they get it to the corner. Shot is on the way for three, and that one is good by number 33 from three-point range, and I do not have a number 33, so I cannot say who it is. I'm not even going to credit it on my stats because I don't know who she is. So the Lumberjacks will bring it back down the floor on their side. A spinning shot is up by Wilson. It's no good. And the offensive rebound and the putback by Nancy Bechtel is good. As the Loggers come back the other way, they feed it down to the corner. Number 33 is bumped and trapped on the side, and Lauren Hill is going to reach up and just take it from her. St. Mary's brings it quickly back down. Now we get a foul on number 5. That is Hamburg. Hamburg's first foul. Some substitutions for the Loggers as Hamburg goes off, as does Prather. I have the Loggers down as having 11, so they must have put them down as a 3-pointer, and they must have made a 2, so it's 10-42. Shot is put up by St. Mary's, rebounded by the Loggers. Taking it the other way, number 33, she kicks it out to Linus, back out to Ackerman. Ackerman, a quick 3-pointer, it's no good. Rebound to Nancy Bechtel. And Lumberjacks bring it back down the floor. It's Auer. She feeds it into Borgman. Borgman looking for an outlet. She gets trapped, and they're going to call the jump ball before Borgman can find an outlet. Possession goes to the Loggers. Ackerman's going to inbound it. Nobody stayed down here with her to take the inbound pass. Finally, somebody comes back to help her out, and she now goes down the floor. Down to the corner to McGrill. McGrill around the horn. Linus. Linus backs it back out to number 25. It's another one I don't have a name on the roster. Now Linus gets it back. She drives, gets the ball stripped from her by Hill, and it's a steal and a turnover. Lumberjacks now back the other way. It's Mackenzie Hammond is checked in for the Lumberjacks. I don't think I have her in my varsity roster. Nice move by Kaylee Auer, though, as she fakes one way, steps inside, and puts it up in and off the glass. 2:44 to go in the third period. Shot is up by Linus. It's no good. Kaylee Auer fights for the rebound, comes away with it. Now St. Mary's coming back down the floor. It's Borgman. Borgman out to Hammond. Hammond feeds it inside to Auer. Auer gets the ball stripped out of her hands, out of bounds. Last touched by Potlatch. And the Lumberjacks will inbound from underneath. Inbound pass into Auer. It's in and out on the shot. Bechtel comes away with the rebound, puts the put back up, and good. Bechtel almost had it stolen away from her, but she's able to get it back up. All 6 foot of her. The Loggers back the other way. Loggers at the top, swinging it around the horn. Now they try to feed it inside of the short corner, and it's 15. She gets it back out. Thankfully, shot on the way by Ackerman. No good from 3-point range. Fight for the loose ball by the Lumberjacks. And I believe it goes out of bounds off of Potlatch, they say. I thought a couple of Lumberjacks had bounced it around amongst themselves for a minute there. And I thought the ball would stay with Potlatch, but it goes to St. Mary's. Bringing it down for the Lumberjacks is Hammond. She's going to come to the top and feed it over to Borgman. Borgman here on the left wing. Borgman up high into Auer. Auer looking for room. Spin, shot, no good. And the rebound to the Loggers. Loggers quickly down the other way. It's Ackerman taking it down the floor. She feeds it inside. And there's going to be a travel called down underneath as the Lumberjacks got down in there and created enough havoc to make her take an extra step. So the Lumberjacks will inbound. Kaylee Ackerman, I don't think she's been off the floor very much. Callie Ackerman, I should say. Don't want to pronounce that one wrong. McKenna Borgman's directing traffic from the left side or the right side for the Lumberjacks into the elbow to Auer. Now back out to Hill. And down inside goes Hammond. Hammond kicks it back up to the top. Long 2. And it's up and good with the assist by Hammond. And the shot by Auer. Kaylee Auer with 8 points, 6 rebounds. Callie Ackerman takes it the other way. Down to the corner, now back out to the top. That's in Hamburg. Now Hamburg feeds it inside to Prather. Prather puts the shot up and it falls in. That's the, I've missed a couple of baskets anyways in the stats columns for the Loggers, so I'm not even going to worry about it now at this point because they've made 2 shots here, and I don't remember who made the first one. I know, that's right, the number 33 did. Had a 2-point basket made. There's a jump ball called the other way against, well, not against anybody. St. Mary's ties it up. It was kind of rough, but the Lumberjacks do have the possession with the arrow. Under a minute to go in the third. Hammond has it on the wing on the right. She kicks it up to the top to Bechtel. Bechtel looking for somebody to give it out to. She gets it to Hill. Hill to Auer. Now they feed it to Hammond and down inside to Borgman. Borgman puts it up and good. Another assist by Hammond. That's Borgman's first points of the game. Now back the other way for the Loggers. Ackerman, cross-court pass. That's down to McGrill. McGrill is going to try to drive. She's going to get fouled. That foul goes against St. Mary's. 42, it looks like. That'd be Kaylee Auer with her second foul, team's third. And I haven't put the fouls up there for the Loggers in this half. They have 2 fouls. In comes the pass to the Loggers, now around the horn, up to Ackerman. Ackerman for 3. It goes no good and out of bounds. Ball goes over to St. Mary's. 11.2 seconds in the third with St. Mary's up 50-12 over the Loggers. Hammond brings it down across the floor. She kicks it over to Borgman. Borgman looks inside to Auer. The defense almost takes it away. Auer able to get it back, get it out to Borgman. Borgman puts up a shot. It's no good at the buzzer, and that's how the third period will end. St. Mary's up 50-12. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Have you scheduled your Medicare wellness visit? Benoit Community Hospital is here to help. If you've had Medicare Part B for longer than 12 months, you can get this visit to develop or update a personalized prevention health plan. The best part is, you pay nothing for yearly Medicare wellness visits. Call 245-2591 today to take advantage of your Medicare wellness benefits. The St. Mary's Family Medicine Office is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 245-2591. Looking for...
And we are back as...
that perfect shot of your athlete in action? Always too busy cheering them on to take your own? Check out Michelle Davenport of MD Photography. MD Photography specializes in catching that perfect action shot. Whether it's high school, middle school, or somewhere in between, MD Photography is the photographer of choice. Composites, action shots, and special one-of-a-kind projects, MD Photography does it. Check out MD Photography on Facebook or give her a call at 582-1586. That's MD Photography, 582-1586. MD Photography, catching your athletes in action. And we are back
as the fourth period starts. St. Mary's up 50-12 as Lumberjacks get the first possession of the final period. Paige Signs has it, back over to Cordell now on the top. Cordell to Wilson on the wing on the right side, now over the top to Haig. Haig at the elbow. Back out to Signs. Signs for 3, no good. Devin Wilson on the rebound. Lumberjacks will reset. Now around the horn they go again, back to top to Wilson. Wilson looking, she kicks it down to the corner to Signs. Signs over the top to Haig. Haig up and good off the glass. Oops. That's the 5th assist for Signs, I believe. Now the Loggers back the other way, driving in, wild shot, no good, and the rebound goes to Paige Signs. St. Mary's brings it back down the floor. Cordell has it, she kicks it to the top, open 3 for Wilson. It's hard off the back of the iron, and the rebound this time to the Loggers. Loggers take it down the floor. Now I get a chance to move that back over as Cordell tries to take the ball away from Linus, and it goes out of bounds on the deflection or tip by Cordell. Linus will inbound from the side for the Loggers into Prather. Prather back out to Ackerman, now down to the corner. Lumberjacks trying to get the ball trapped, and there's going to be a steal and a turnover. Casey Haig with that one. Then a foul going down the other way. That is Prather getting called with the foul. That is her first foul according to the scoreboard. 3rd for the team. St. Mary's will inbound from side court. Lumberjacks have it. Devin Wilson to the corner, kicks it over the top into a whole crowd of players, and Casey Haig put up a shot. It was no good. Nancy Bechtel got the rebound. She put it back not once but twice, still didn't get the shot to go. And then there's a foul on the floor that goes against the Loggers on the ensuing rebound. That one went against Linus, and that is her second foul. Lumberjacks will inbound from underneath into the corner to Wilson. Wilson up top to Cordell and around the horn to Signs. Signs back across to Wilson. Wilson a little head fake, drive, shot is no good, and the rebound goes to, well, it was to the Loggers for a second, and they turned it over. Now we're going to get a timeout taken by Coach Jay Signs. 5:11 to go, 52-12, St. Mary's up. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Winter is in full force, and Timber Country and the Country Fair invite you in out of the cold to check out their winter sale deals. Need some new winter boots or gloves? How does 20% off sound? Maybe a new jacket. 40 or 50% off sounds great. Those deals and more at Timber Country and Country Fair on Main Street in St. Mary's. There's more than clothes as well. Sports apparel, hunting gear, toys, sleds, and more at Timber Country and the Country Fair in St. Mary's. Stop by today.
Unleash your...
And we are back, 5:11 to go after the Lumberjack timeout, into Jenna Holder, who's come into the game for St. Mary's. Holder to Hammond. Hammond on the right side, kicks it back. Nope, that ball is going to go out of bounds off of St. Mary's. Just 9 turnovers in the game for the Lumberjacks. As the Wildcats, I got the Wildcats on the brain after brawl for the ball. The Loggers bringing it down the floor for Potlatch. It is Ackerman down into the corner. That is number 15, swinging her elbows around. It's McGrill. She's trapped. The ball is just kind of thrown up there, and Borgman is going to get a steal and bring it down the floor. She feeds it to Hammond. Hammond goes up for the shot. It's no good. And she'll step to the free throw line. I can't update players at this point, so I can't add Hammond in there. Hammond goes to the free throw line for St. Mary's. Hammond's first one is no good. Checking in for the Loggers is Prather. Going out is McGrill. And also going out, I think she has maybe a little bit of blood on her. That's number 25. I'm not sure who she is. Number-wise, I think she got hit in the nose. She's got her nose bleeding. So she's headed to the locker room to hopefully get that taken care of. Hammond ready to take the next shot. It is up. That one is nothing but net. Now the Loggers back down on offense. They swing it around to the top, looking for an open shot. They give it back to Ackerman. We get a whistle and a timeout taken by the Loggers. Been a tough game tonight for the Loggers, but they have not showed any quit in their spirit or any give up at all. 53-12 is the score. St. Mary's on top, coming back with a good bounce back after that tough loss to the Kellogg Wildcats. This win will put the Lumberjacks, I believe, at 9-4 on the season for the girls. The boys sitting at 10-2 after a overtime loss to the Kellogg Wildcats on Saturday as well. A brawl for the ball. What a game that was. And then coming up on Wednesday, another tough matchup for both the boys and the girls. It's a quad match, a makeup game, as the Liberty Lancers come into St. Mary's. They're from Washington, and it's going to be a quad match, 4 games that day, 2 JV, 2 varsity. And it'll also be senior night for the varsity girls. So be sure to come on out if you can. If you can't, we'll have the game here on KOFE, and we should have it on YouTube as well. So the Loggers inbound after the timeout down inside court. They get it into Prather. Prather kicks it back to Ackerman. Ackerman having a quiet night. No score for here yet. Ackerman dribbles to the far side, hands it off to number 5. That's Hamburg. Now back to Ackerman, and just as I say that, Ackerman knocks down a 3-pointer. Now the Lumberjacks back the other way, and it's Jenna Holder with a nice move inside. Jenna with the shot, but it won't fall in. Rebound goes to the Loggers, and the Loggers in transition. Ackerman taking it down the other way. She kicks it all the way over the top. 3 ball on the way. That one is good as well. That is number 5 with that 3-pointer. Number 5 is Prather. No, number 5 is Hamburg. Now Jenna Holder again drives to the hoop down here on the near side, and she puts it up and in off the glass on a nice little fingertip layup. Back the other way as the Loggers quickly shift back down the floor. Haven't had time for moving the camera if you're watching on YouTube. A spin and a shot is up and blocked by Kaylee Auer. Auer also gets the rebound. Lumberjacks bring it back down. Jenna Holder controls it for St. Mary's. She kicks it over to Hammond and back to Holder. Holder back to Hammond. Hammond from the free throw line. Shot is off the back of the iron. Hammond gets her own rebound, and the putback is good. That shot was a nice one by Hammond. While the Loggers back the other way, a spin and a shot up from the free throw line is no good. Lauren Hill on the rebound. St. Mary's bringing it back down. It is into the hands once again of Holder. Now to Hammond. Hammond for three. That's short. And a rebound goes to the Loggers. They quickly take it down the other way. A wild shot is put up and good by Miss Ackerman. 5 points for Ackerman now. Now the Lumberjacks back the other way. Hammond kicks it over to Kaylee Auer. And Auer, a quick jump shot. It's up and good. Now the Loggers back down the floor. Loggers working. Ackerman, cross-court pass. Quick jump shot from the short corner. It's up and good. That was Linus with her 2 points of the second half. And now quickly the other way as time is coming to a close on this game. It's Hammond. Back to Borgman. Borgman to the top. She's looking for an outlet. She's going to find one in Hill. Hill back over to Hammond on top. Hammond to Holder. I don't think the Lumberjacks are looking to score anymore, so they're just kind of passing the ball around. Borgman kicks it back out to Hill. Hill going to get called for a little bit of an extra travel. I think she thought she might have just pivoted and was pivoting on her pivot foot, but she's going to get called for an extra step. And that's how the fourth period will end, and that is the end of this contest. We're not going to take a break. We'll do a quick wrap-up of the game here as we try to get things done up real quickly. And I'm just going to go over the Lumberjack stats because I don't have time to really tally up everything for the Loggers. 3 points there for her to finish. 5 points for her. 7, 2. I'm missing a couple of points, but I think the leading scorer tonight for the Loggers was number 5. That's Hamburg with 7. And I do believe that is correct, but I could be wrong. No, Prather had 6 points on the game. And Callie Ackerman had 5, 3 for Linus. Actually, she had 6. She had 5 as well. So that is a little bit of the scoring for the Loggers. Let's jump down and take a look at the game summary for this matchup. As the Loggers shot 26% from the floor, 37% from three-point range, 23% from two-point range, and 33% from the free throw line tonight. They had 22 rebounds and 25 turnovers. They also only committed 8 fouls. For the Lumberjacks, they shot 46% from the floor, 49% from two-point range, 20% from three-point range, 50% from the free throw line. They had 31 total rebounds with 15 assists and 13 steals, 3 blocked shots. They turned the ball over 10 times, and they committed 7 fouls. Individually, it was a great game for Casey Haig, 19 points and 3 rebounds. She also had 6 steals. Kaylee Auer had 10 points and 7 rebounds with 2 assists and 2 blocked shots. 7 points for Devin Wilson with 4 rebounds, 2 assists and a steal and a blocked shot. Or no, Devin Wilson didn't have a blocked shot. Nancy Bechtel had 4 points with 6 rebounds. She had an assist, a steal, and a blocked shot. Madison Cordell, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. And then Paige Sines had 6 points with 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. And that is going to wrap it up for us here tonight as Lumberjack girls come away victorious, 59-22. And like I said, don't forget, we'll have Lumberjack basketball on Wednesday and on Thursday. Wednesday is a doubleheader. Thursday is a single. Thursday is boys and Timberlake. And Wednesday is Liberty Lancers for a quad match here in St. Mary's. And like I said, that's going to do it for us. So for Teresa back at the studio, I'm Tim Parrish. Have a great evening.